G'day everyone, welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. It is a new year, so yeah, let's get into our first day of work for the new year. Right, so the new year, so still got the blue hair. For reference, it is the 2nd of January. Now I know that this is the third video that will come out this year, and it'll come out I think in the third week, just because we're not doing any work at the moment, so I haven't got any videos for you guys, so I'm just putting one out a week just for January. But yeah, Merry Christmas everyone, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a nice relaxing New Year and Christmas time. I know it can be quite stressful for some people at times, but I hope you had fun. I know we did. We had a good Chrissy, so yeah, and a great New Year's. Now you've already seen it. It was in the background just before. My new ute. Now we will do a walk around just like we did with Henry's. We'll do that. I don't know. I might record that in the next couple of days, so that comes out while I'm away as well. But there we go. It's a Ram. It's a 1500. So it's petrol, obviously. Didn't go for the diesel. Basically, a pretty brief description of why not. The diesel is it's a lot taller, it's a lot wider, and it's a lot longer, so it doesn't fit in my garage. And the yeah, you still get the same towing capacity that you get with this with the 2500. The only difference is that if you register that as a light truck, which I never would because then Rhiannon wouldn't be able to drive the car, you can get up to 8 ton. But yeah, so anyway, we've got the Ram. It is a very nice car to drive. Yeah, it's got the wanky side steps. Ready? Wait for this. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, longevity of that I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, it is a very nice car. So we've already done 3,000 k's in it in the short 2 weeks I've had it. So it's yeah, it's a very nice, very enjoyable car to drive, and yeah, stay tuned to the channel for when we do a walk around on that, so you know exactly what we've done to that. And then yeah, also the viability of using a petrol American truck and a Norweld tray for a work kit. You know, if you're ever thinking about getting one or upgrading, stay tuned because I'll obviously be using that daily. So today well, I'm just going to go start the fire truck. We've got 42 degrees today. Yesterday was a pretty bad day as well. Today is what did I say, 42, windy. We had storms last night, lightning went south, so there could be fires down that way. We never know until later on in the day. So I'm just going to start the fire truck just to make sure that we're all good, we're all ready to roll. And then Henry and I are going to get the ute out, and we are going to put the ball on the back. We're then going to hook onto the spreader. We need to put the cage on the top, and we need to change the spinners, because I go away on Monday the 6th, and I'm away until the 20th for swimming lessons with the kids. I'll be popping up here if I need to. But yeah, we were camping with the kids down at the beach with that, so I'm not going to be around, and gypsum starts up on Monday. So Henry's going to be spreading gypsum after he's about to go on a little camping trip as well. So when he gets back, he's going to start spreading gypsum, but we need to get it ready for him. So hopefully it doesn't get too hot. If you see our shirts change colour, you know why. So I'll get the truck started. With all my starting issues we had with this thing over harvest, we have the service trailer just there, so we can, if we did have to go to a fire, we can just put the air compressor on, fire it up, you know, fill the tank up so we can start it. But it turns out we don't start it every day and you just leave it. The air in this thing sits for quite a while. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's been sitting for, it's got to be 4 weeks, 3 weeks since we started this, and yeah, she started right up. So anyway, I've checked the pump over, so I'm just gonna I've started it up, and just make sure that everything's still working on this. Out the front there. Cannon still works. So yes, that's good. I'm glad it all works. Right, what can you expect from Tom's Brook in the coming year? Well, we need to do a lot of what's it called, landscaping around my house. So we've got that to do, which we'll film. We'll film that. We've got all those trees to cut down there as well to chop up. We've got that to do. We've got a bit of stuff to do around Henry's house. With the farm, there's not a huge amount. There's obviously going to be spreading. There's spraying at some point when we finally get rain. At the moment, our dams are getting nearly dry. Henry's dam's dry. The spray dam's dry. My dam's dry. So we really need a flood, to be honest. A flood would be lovely. So there'll be some grading of catchments, things like that. Make sure our catchments are all good. We've got the Earnshaw bin. We need to pull that out and chuck that other tank on down there. We need to put that on, make sure that we can get that all fitted up, plumbed up, and we are ready for liquid. And I think in February we'll be getting the bar out, so that'll be good. We'll be able to walk you around the bar, be able to show you everything on that, how we're going to use it. The tractor's getting an extra screen put in, so that'll be good. In terms of, there's a toolbox to put on the back of my ute, but there's not a huge amount to do on the farm itself. The farm is up to a pretty nice sustainable level where we don't have cattle, we don't have stock, we're not out there fixing fences, doing things like that. So the January months, January and Feb, when it doesn't rain, is it's pretty cruisy. So apart from all the heat. But anyway, we're going to get into Henry will be here very shortly. We'll pull that ute out and we'll start working on that, because that's just going to be our one job for the day, is just get that operational. Because like I said, it's going to be 42 degrees. It's already 30 something, so don't want to be out here for too long. So again, the age-old question, why are we swapping to a ball? The spreader came with the ball hitch, and what it does is it reduces a lot of the slop. So when you got the tongue, when you got the tongue of the drawbar in there, and with a clevis hitch, it just bangs, it goes up and down, especially when your spreader gets emptier, or the weight gets to the back, so it lifts it up. When you got the ball, it just takes all that slop out, so that's why.
You're right. Yep.
I know what you're going to say. It's not tight enough. Now, we've used this ball. This is the second year using this ball. Before that, we had a different ball which had a locking nut on it. That one there used to be an absolute nightmare. That one we had to get stupid tight to try and lock it. And that would always come loose. Now this one here, we've got it, as you can see, as tight as we could go. We physically can't turn it anymore, but we do have enough room to get the piece of wire through and lock the cleat there. So lock that going straight through, so then the nut can't undo. We'll see how it goes. It worked fine for us last year. Last year we did have this set up, had the wire in, and the nut you could move just slightly, but yeah, we can't get it any tighter. So this is what we'll go with. This is what the ball hitch looks like on the spreader. So it's quite literally just held on by, it's just exactly like a tow bar in your car. sticks that we use, they go underneath, and we just lock it in, lock the ball to the frame here, and then obviously we've got a grease lip on top. I've got the grease gun just here. I'm going to throw grease through it now because we have had it before, laying it for a year, and we forgot to put fresh grease through before we put the ball on, and yeah, couldn't get grease in, so better get that done now before Henry pulls in. Well, good thing I tried to put grease in, because as soon as I tried to grease it, the grease just wouldn't come out. But instead of it being hard grease, it kind of looks like the ball might have rubbed towards the end there, and and the metal's been rubbed. But and if that's the case, we'll just throw a little drill bit through here, clean it all up, and I reckon that probably is our case. Not that you guys will be able to see, but that's what we're dealing with. There we go. We've got a hole now.
Yeah, and looks like you've missed the thread, so.
Right, so that is all hooked on. So we did obviously have to drill our thing through. Now I'll blame myself on that one. Dexter, come here. That will be towards the end of urea spreading, and we'll just go, and no grease. So, why is that door not working? I'll blame myself on that one for doing that. So, yes. Try and not do that again. Try and always keep the grease up. We are now going to put the cage on top of that. Now the cage is so our gypsum, it doesn't come graded, it comes straight from the pit. Hopefully I can get there this year and I'll go and show you. But it comes straight from the pit, just pushed up with a dozer, and that's it. So you get lumps, you get rocks, you get sticks, and it's not ideal for going through a spreader. So we have to essentially grade it ourselves as we load it. So we put a cage on the top, and then all the big stuff rolls off, all the little stuff goes in. Basically, because if we've got the big stuff goes in there, it blocks up the back door, or it causes damage if it gets to the spinners. So we just, yeah, it's just better just to put the cage on. So we obviously need the telehandler for that, need a chain, and forklift and bolts. Now it might make more sense for those people who haven't seen us do this yet, but there you go, the cage is on. So the gypsum, you tip onto there, and all the big rocks just come flying off, and she's sorted. So we've got 6 bolts, I believe it is, to now walk around on the top there and zap them up. So put some earmuffs on, we'll do that. Our last job to get this spreader ready for action is we have to take off this spinner, this arm and this cover. And we need to replace it with this spinner and that deflector. So the only thing is the deflectors we're going to put on backwards because the way that we had them last year, which is the normal way, we don't get it. We only go a ton to the hectare of gypsum. So typically with gypsum or lime, you're going a lot heavier. You got more product coming on, and those deflectors work, you know, to guide more onto your spinner there. But when we're only doing a ton, there's not enough product coming out onto the spinner that we can't direct it with those chutes. So we need to just change the direction of them so it actually does something. And the reason is because we've got the XE model, so the one that has the wings, we need I think with gypsum we struggle to get to the middle, so you got to place your gypsum on the spinner at a different spot just so you can make sure you can reach the middle. So yeah, anyway, we'll get this done. It is now all ready for gypsum, and during doing this I had a call from Brian, and he isn't able to do gypsum until the 20th of Jan, so we're a bit early getting this ready, but at least it is ready to roll now. And then that way when I get back from camping, which will be the 20th, it is all ready to roll. We don't need to then turn around and get this all sorted. We can just start spreading straight away. So I'm glad we got that sorted. Now there is one thing Henry and I both forgot about, and it's the mat. Oh, gotta open the door for him. So yeah, we got a mat on the right hand side, which is a little dodgy. We've got it up in the shed there. We were planning to change it, but we got too busy last year and we completely forgot. So we'll just see how it goes this year, and hopefully it works for us. If not, we'll be changing a mat. But yeah, all in all, gypsum should go pretty smoothly for us. And we've done our soil sampling. That's currently off at the labs at the moment. So we'll get our tests back, I hope, in the next week or two, and then we can then see if we need to do lime over anything, which I'm sure we will. Maybe 400 tonne of lime somewhere. But yeah, I reckon we'll leave the video there, everyone. It's getting up there. I think we're about 34 degrees, 35 degrees at the moment, and we're 9:50. A nice early, you know, we don't want to work too hard on our first day back at work, so we're going to knock off. We will be back to work when we get back to work. This video I think will come out the 3rd week of Jan, and when I get back from camping we'll be back to our 2 to 3 videos a week, just depending on what we're doing. But yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe so you stay tuned. Don't forget to share it to someone who you think might enjoy watching what we do out here, and as always, see you in the next one.